What's up, you guys? Welcome to Annnnd. Thanks for checking out this video. If you're new here, then welcome for the first time. If you are returning, then welcome back, you guys. Okay, this is video number 3 for the Food Myths Debunked series. We've covered potatoes, we've covered rice, and today we're going to be covering pasta. I just want to preface this video by saying this Food Myths Debunked series is not going to only be about carbohydrate heavy foods. I mean, potatoes, rice, and pasta. It's like we can see a pretty common theme here. I do want to focus on carbs for a little bit just because carbs have gotten a very bad rap in the last few years with, carbohydrates make you fat and, you shouldn't eat bread and potatoes and rice and pasta and all those foods. So that's why I'm doing these, but don't worry, there will be proteins and fats in this series also. But I'm glad to film this video because this one is very close to my heart because I freaking love pasta. My husband loves pasta. I'm sure most of you do also. So let's debunk some of those food myths so we realize that we can actually enjoy life and eat pasta and not worry about it. No, this brand is not sponsoring me. These are just the pastas that we happen to have at home at the moment, which is why I'm going to just be using them for points of reference. So some of the myths surrounding pasta, let's address them because there's so much misinformation out there. And, when you Google pasta, there's, like it spikes your blood sugar and insulin levels go up and it's, this and that. So that's why I want to break down a lot of those myths and show you guys, well, actually, these are the facts. And as always, unless your doctor or your dietitian or nutritionist has specified otherwise that eating pasta would be detrimental to your health, this is not me saying you should eat pasta. This is not me saying you shouldn't eat pasta. This is me presenting the facts about pasta, the nutritional composition of pasta, and you can decide to do with this information as you will, okay? Okay, let's get into it. Myth number 1. Pasta makes you fat. Okay, the same as in my potato video. I'll link that one below if you do want to go and check that out. But the portion control, as always, is the most important thing with what you're eating. So you want to keep pasta to, about 100 gram serving. That's like a fifth of this bag. But again, it depends on the person. But the portion control is the most important. And then same with potatoes. Often what we pair with the pasta is what can cause the problems. Like we talked about the butter and sour cream and things like that. But I think that a mistake that we often make with pasta these days is we don't make the pasta the star of the dish like it should be. The meal should be pasta. The pasta shouldn't just be a vehicle for other things, but we tend to throw so much creamy, high-calorie sauce and meat and all this stuff on top of the pasta. We kind of completely drown out the pasta. And so that's where actually the problems can come in. And then we go, oh, I ate pasta and I gained weight. It's like, no, you ate some pasta with a crap ton of other stuff and that's what made you gain weight. But pasta in itself is not a high calorie food. And again, if you keep the portions reasonable, you'll be totally fine. And remember, pasta is amazing. Pasta is so delicious. Pasta should definitely be the star of the dish. Okay, myth number 2, pasta is highly processed. That is totally not true. Pasta is literally made of flour, eggs, water, and salt. 4 ingredients. Vegan pastas actually are made without eggs, so that's literally flour, water, and salt. So there's very few ingredients in pasta, so that is definitely not true that it goes through a whole bunch of processes before you have your actual pasta that's ready to eat. Okay, myth number 3, gluten-free pasta is healthier. I just want to clear this up. Unless you have got celiac disease, which is an autoimmune disease where your body can't process gluten, or when you do eat gluten, your body actually starts attacking itself, then gluten is not bad for you. And some people have got a gluten intolerance, which means it's just quite difficult for them to digest. So if that is you, you might want to steer clear of pasta that does have gluten in it, and in that case gluten-free might be healthier for you. But only about 1 in 100 people have got celiac disease, and gluten is actually just a protein that you can find in wheat and barley and rye, but it has absolutely no detrimental effects for people who don't have celiac disease or have a gluten intolerance. So eating gluten-free pasta is definitely healthier and the only option for people with celiac disease. But for the rest of us, it's totally fine to eat pasta with gluten in it. Myth number 4, pasta is empty calories. As with all grains, you do want to try go for whole grains where possible. But all pasta has got protein and fiber and B vitamins and iron. It's got nutrients in it. So it's definitely not empty calories that, you know, like eating super refined white bread that doesn't have any vitamins or minerals or any kind of nutrients in it, and that's going to leave you feeling hungry in 20 minutes time. Pasta is a satiating food because it absorbs water, so it keeps you fuller for longer, and then the protein and the fiber, they do help to keep you fuller. So yeah, let's just throw that one out the window. Pasta is not empty calories. It's got vitamins, it's got minerals, it's got nutrients that your body needs. Myth number 5, pasta spikes your blood sugar. Okay, again, with the whole grains, you do want to get whole grain where possible, but we don't typically eat just pasta by itself. We usually accompany it with something, whether that's cheese or a tomato sauce, some veggies, some lean protein, you know, things like that. So those help to balance out your blood sugar if necessary. And whole grain pasta, that fiber, we know that fiber actually keeps your blood sugar nice and stable. So this is a case of what are you eating with the pasta, what kind of pasta are you eating, and it's not going to cause these enormous blood sugar spikes like eating sweets or something very refined would do. Okay, and then myth number 6, pasta equals pasta equals pasta. What I mean by that is there's this myth that all pastas are created equal. So, you know, this brand of pasta is the same as this brand, and you know that they're all made with exactly the same ingredients. But that's not true. There's so many different types of flours that get used to make pasta these days. Usually it's been durum wheat or semolina, but I mean these days you get pasta made with chickpea flour, with lentils, you get pasta that gets made with spinach. So there's so many different ways. And then for vegans or for people who try and avoid eggs and dairy, it's good news because you can get pastas these days that are made without eggs. So it just depends on what you're looking for, and as always, you should do what works for you. But if you would like a pasta that's a little bit higher in protein, or one that's got a little bit more fiber in it, just check the food label, check the ingredients, and just check the nutritional breakdown of the pasta that you buy. But just remember, all pasta is definitely not created equal. There are a lot of different varieties, which I think is cool because variety is the spice of life. And speaking of the spice of life, I think that one of the coolest things about pasta is the different kinds that you can get. You know, I mean, okay, here I've just got linguine and then penne, but there are millions of different shapes that you can get, and it's actually cool if you go and research. You know, there's different pasta shapes for different sauces and different accompaniments. So yeah, I just think that it's cool. You know, you can mix it up. It's difficult to get bored when there's different shapes and dishes that you can make with the pasta. Okay, that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I think my husband is going to be proud of this one because for him it was pretty life-changing when he discovered that he could eat potatoes and pasta and still lose weight when he is trying to lose body fat. When you make that mindset shift from, you know, when I'm on a diet, I have to just eat boring old vegetables and hard-boiled eggs and tuna. When you do realize, as long as you're in a calorie deficit, if you are aiming to lose body fat, you can eat pasta and potatoes and rice, and you can eat the foods that you enjoy and still be losing body fat. So yeah, he's an awesome example. His transformation video will be coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. So I hope you learned something from this video and that you enjoyed it. Please go check out alignfitness.co.za. You can also go check me out on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. Please comment below, let me know what you guys think and what videos you'd like to see next. I love you guys. You must have an absolutely awesome weekend, and I will see you again soon. Bye!